Welcome to the 2021 Street Parking Vault. The Street Parking Vault is a one workout a week for 25-week series with the goal to help street parking members build consistency.
This, however, is the beginning of round 2. If you have done this before, this is your opportunity to retest the workouts or try a different version.
Customize these movements and choose a version that fits your ability. Your scores and weights don't matter. The goal is to maintain consistency from week to week. You just can't miss.
If this is your first time doing this workout, click on the link below, which will take you to the original version that breaks down all of the customizations, tips, as well as all the different versions of the workout.
All right, guys, welcome back to round 2 of the Street Parking Vault. It is time again for Apollo. Now, this one was another sneaky one, and for this workout, you should be getting a lot of rest. When you see a workout that's like every 7 minutes or something like that, the idea there is to go all out each time and get as much rest as possible. So when I went back and looked at my notes from when I did Apollo 6 months ago, I saw that my slowest time was 4:08. Which means I was getting 3 minutes of rest if I was doing the regular program or 2 minutes of rest if I was doing extra challenge. That's quite a bit of rest. Don't just lollygag because you know you have plenty of time. Go all out, especially on those 400-meter runs, to make sure that you're getting as much rest as possible and you're getting as much out of this workout as you possibly can. The other note that I made in my log about that 4:08 was that it was terrible. So again, a couple places that you can make up some time is try to keep your breaks as short as possible. If you're doing the dumbbell version of this workout, it does get very grippy. So not breaking at all is probably not realistic for most of us, but when you do break, keep those breaks really short. And then again, the run, that 400-meter run, pushing that pace, knowing that you're gonna get quite a bit of rest, just send it on every single round of that run and then recover before you have to start again. Now, if you're doing shift again this time and you want to increase the difficulty just a little bit, a couple things that you can do are add some weight to those step ups. So maybe hold a single dumbbell or kettlebell in that front rack position for the step ups. You could also map out exactly how far you're gonna run or go on the rower or on the bike or something like that, as opposed to just moving for a minute. Find something that is hard for you to keep in a minute and do that every single time, even if it means you go over a minute once you get fatigued and tired. And if you want more of that like all out and then rest feeling, that is what we have in program A, B, and C, something that you can do with this 5-round workout, because the shift version doesn't have built-in rest, is you can do 1 round all out and then rest 30 seconds or a minute in between and then repeat that 4 more.
What's up, guys? I am getting ready to redo Apollo. So it's every 7 minutes for 21 minutes, 20 bent over rows, 30 step ups, and then a 400-meter run. Last time I went with the dumbbells and the run option. I used 25s and I stepped up to the 18-inch box. I will be doing that same box height again today, but I'm gonna use the sandbag for the bent over rows and the step ups. And instead of running, I'm going to bike. And I'm also doing the extra challenge, which is every 6 minutes. I got suckered into that one. So, should be fun. First time, my fastest round, which is what we are scoring today, it was 3:29. So, we'll see how it goes. Let's do it. Nicole, would you mind doing the, this? Thank you.
Getting the clock set up here, folks. Ten seconds.
No job is too big, no pump is too small.
And we are off. So, Nicole, what do you think about Alex's choices?
I mean, I think she's made great choices. I'm always for a sandbag in general. I like it for the bent over row. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of it in the step up just because you don't get that dumbbell swing. However, the pro of it is it shouldn't be as grippy, so she might not have to take breaks as often in the step up. She did say beforehand she is shooting to go unbroken, and that's one of the reasons she made this change. So let's see if it works out for her.
Yeah, I think that this will be really interesting to watch. I think that going extra challenge was definitely the right move, even though I know that the bike is going to be much more of a challenge for her than the run. But with the other stuff, using the sandbag rather than the dumbbells, I think that we should see similar round times. However, she is going to get less recovery between rounds, so we'll see how that factors in.
Yeah, well, with this one, the goal is to do each round in under 5 minutes, and your score is your fastest round, right? So she can come out of the gate really hot, and it's okay later if she like falls way off, right?
Right.
So I feel like she should, hurry up.
Yeah, so last time her first round was her fastest round.
It was. She got a 3:29 last time with using the 25-pound dumbbells and running and the same height box.
And I think that's probably going to be the case for a lot of people. The first round is going to be the fastest, and then they're just going to hold on for the other two. But there are some situations where maybe your first round, you're kind of feeling things out, and you discover some places where you could actually be more efficient or go a little bit faster.
Yeah.
And so then, like, the second round ends up being faster. So don't assume anything on this one.
No, because when you assume, there's some saying about something and
Yeah.
you and me and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So never assume.
Right. Don't do that.
Also, isn't that one of the 4 agreements?
It is one
Yeah.
of the 4 agreements.
Which I
Number
appreciate.
2?
It's in there. It's
It's in
1,
there. It's not
2,
number 1.
3, or 4. It's not number 1 for
it's
sure?
not number 1.
Okay, well then, what's that one? Don't take it personally?
Be impeccable with your word.
Oh, that one's a good one.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
It's either 2 or 3
Got it, on it, in it,
around it.
near it, and by it.
So Alex was a little concerned with doing the bike because she struggles with the bike a little bit more than running. I think that, and I haven't tested this, I don't know how true it is, but maybe if you have a little bit shorter levers,
Yeah.
then the bike it's harder to get that good wattage, that good power output on the bike.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are like, well, why is it runs are the same distances for men and women, and the bike isn't? Can we talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question, but I think that with the run, it really comes down to your like full locomotor ability.
Yeah.
So you're using your whole body to propel yourself forward. And yes, rowing and biking are full body movements, but you are connected to a piece of equipment.
Yeah.
So the way that you're moving your body is somewhat limited.
Yeah.
And because you are moving, essentially she's moving the handle, she's moving the pedals.
Yeah.
On the rower, you're moving the handle, you're moving the flywheel. So it's a resistance exercise. And because you're not just having your own body weight,
Yep.
when it comes to resistance exercises, we generally are going to have a range for how much resistance over time you're going to be applying to yourself.
So it's almost like the difference in the barbell weights are just a touch different.
Right.
And that doesn't always mean just because you're one or the other, you have to go by that. You can adjust it. If you're a
Exactly.
beast on the bike, bump it up to 30 cals, right?
100%. Yeah.
And if you're not as great, you can bump it down to 22.
Bump it down.
There
Bump
you
it to
go.
15
Easy.
if you need to.
So first round, she got 3:33, which was dope. That's
Okay.
like only 4 seconds. 4 seconds off. So now all she has to do is like hold on for dear life, or not. Doesn't have to. She could just
doesn't have
take
to.
the 3:33 and be like, I'm cool with this.
It comes down to how satisfied she is with that 3:33 time.
Are you satisfied?
Can she shave a couple seconds off of there? Personally, I think she can.
I think she can too. I think she could get 3:32.
Easy. I'm saying she can beat her first round from the last workout of 329.
Oh, you
think
think she could get 328?
I think she can go 328.
Let's see.
She knows now where she can pick up the pace a little bit, having that first round to feel it out, feel how the sandbag feels, all that stuff.
If Alex can get 328, I will do a 400-meter air runner bear crawl immediately after this. 400-meter.
Oh my goodness.
If you get 328, Alex, I got you. 400-meter bear crawl.
I mean, that's an incentive if I've ever
Right?
heard one.
I mean, I made her do it the other day, so I'm sure she really wants me to do it back. Okay, 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
Here we go, 10 seconds.
I can feel it. I can see the beast mode activating right now.
What's crazy though,
we
as
go.
you remember in the first time she did this, she was going every 7 minutes. So she's had 1 whole minute less rest
Yes.
at this point. So if ever there was a challenge, it's going to be right now
Yes.
for her to hit that 328. She's going to have to really dig deep.
Yeah, and I think honestly, I mean, it's going to come down to the bike. The amount of recovery you get between bike intervals really makes a difference as far as your output on the bike. She's cruising right through these step ups.
Cruising right along, looking good on the step ups, not leaning forward.
Do we know the weight of her bag? I know people are going to be curious about
Her
that.
bag is 40 pounds.
40 pounds.
40 pounds even.
Okay. And she went 25s on the dumbbells last
25
time?
on the dumbbell, sure did. She actually, like I said, she was saying she was hoping to eliminate the grip issue by switching from dumbbells to a sandbag. Because she said she didn't feel, the reason she had to break last time was because of her grip, not because of her ability to step up.
Right.
So she was hoping by eliminating the grip issue, she could go unbroken. And she did the first round. It looks like she's going to do it the second round, especially if she wants me to do that bear crawl. She's going to have to.
Yeah.
So, what, this is Apollo. What's Apollo about?
Apollo was, man, now I'm starting to mix these gods together. But
I know he was like a fan favorite.
he was a fan favorite. I know that he had, I believe he had winged feet or he had winged shoes. And so that was sort of factored into our decision to make the run in there. And I believe what our original thinking was to, you know, the run is going to be affected, and the bike too, by those step-ups.
Yeah.
And actually by the bent over rows. A lot of people may not consider that. So how we want to challenge, like, how winged can we make your feet feel?
How winged.
You know, when we make you do step-ups before you run, and then the last thing, our decision to make the score be the fastest round,
Oh.
because we want to see you fly.
Oh. Okay then. I don't feel like my feet have ever felt winged. At least not after somewhere around like 2002. I haven't felt very winged.
Well, you know, consistency over time, you might get there.
Oh my goodness. All right, so she is pushing here. If she wants to get under that 328, what she has to be done? What? Just be in at 9:28. Is that right? She started at 6 minutes. Yep. So here we go. She has 20 more seconds. Can she do it? I secretly, not so secretly, hope not, because I really don't want to do this bear crawl here.
And she get there.
Oh my God, we're
She's
10
got 10
seconds.
seconds.
10 seconds.
Let's
I'm
see.
really hoping not.
Ooh, she's pushing.
She looks like she's pushing up.
Oh!
Come on! Alex, come on,
Oh,
man.
wow.
Holy beep.
Wow.
Dang.
Look at that face, man.
Good job, Alex, I guess.
She earned that. She
Crap.
earned that victory.
What did that even end at? What
I
was
believe
that?
it was at 23.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
323.
She just shaved 10 seconds off of what I think she planned on being her fastest score at 3:33. She shaved 10 seconds off. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I mean,
Proud of her. Disappointed.
there is some merit. There is some merit and power in creating stakes and incentives to these workouts. Something a little bit bigger goals.
Yeah, merit,
you know?
power, stupidity.
Yeah, on the
Depends
other end of that.
Which side you're on that one. Good job, Alex. I'm
Nice,
mad at
Alex.
you. Yeah, no, that.
I think what you got to do is come up with some kind of double or nothing bet. See if you can get her
don't
in
know,
on
man.
that.
Alex dug really deep on that one. If she was able to shave a whole 10 off, I think she'd be able to do it again. I think she could.
313,
And then I'm not trying to do
313.
800 meters on the air runner. You know what I'm saying? Earned it. You
So
can
really,
do it.
she just got to survive. And here's the thing. I know this woman, she's not going to just survive this
No.
last round. She's still going to push. She's still going to make this workout, make the most of this workout.
I feel like we're still going to see an under 4 time
I
on this
think
last round for
absolutely.
sure. Right?
Yeah, I think
'cause-
we're going to see sub 4.
Yep, under 4. Sub 4.
Yeah.
Right, Alex? Sub 4? Yeah, she got sub 4. Easy. Oh my goodness. All right. So, what do you think? Are you gonna be redoing Apollo this time around?
Yeah, I'll redo it.
What do you think? Well, what did you do last time?
I think I did just the standard version.
Yeah.
The running and the
Dumbbells?
The dumbbells.
What are you thinking? Are you gonna do the same thing again this time, or are you gonna switch it up?
I haven't thought too much about it. I think either I'm gonna do the same version because I do like running, and I like the intervals and that kind of thing. I get you get a good amount of rest
Yeah.
in there, so I can push on the runs. But I might challenge myself
Oh,
with
no.
the bike because I know how painful that
You
bike
got this,
is
Alex.
gonna be.
So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but it looks like Alex's legs are really on fire right now from pushing herself on that bike. I literally just saw her say, "Ow, ow, it's okay,
Yeah.
everything's okay." So I think this last round is really going to be tough on her. And yeah, guys, keep that in mind. If you try to really push on one round,
Which you
depending on
should.
which you should, but it may affect you later. So choose your round wisely.
Yeah. Yeah, and don't underestimate what you're capable of.
For sure.
You know, if you're going to come out of the gate hot and you're going to go hard in that first round, during that rest, consider, hey, is there somewhere where I could shave a second or two off here? Is there somewhere I could be more efficient? So don't just resign yourself to the fact that you are going to go fast in your first round and that'll be the fastest, and then you'll just kind of cruise to the next two. Mm-hmm. You know, think about it between rounds.
So let's talk about, we haven't mentioned what shift is.
Yeah.
Shift is 5 rounds of 10 bent over row with dumbbells, 14 alternating unweighted step-ups, and a minute of like a jog, a run, bike, some type of continuous movement. So say someone did shift first time around, and they're looking to maybe dabble in a program A, B, or C. What would maybe be a good middle ground if they're not ready to go straight from shift to program A?
Well, I think that there's a lot of options, a lot of opportunity to get creative here, which is pretty cool. So what you can do is consider doing like the format of program A.
Okay.
So you have some built-in rest in there, and maybe it's like you're gonna go every 5 minutes for 4 rounds.
Okay.
So that way you kind of have a little bit of best of both worlds between program A and shift, right? So every 5 minutes for 4 rounds, you're gonna do those bent over rows, step ups, and you're gonna push the pace on the run. So that way you get the intensity, you get a little bit of recovery, you do a little bit less volume than you would in the 5-round version of shift. So that's like one option, and maybe that gets a little bit complicated.
Maybe.
Yeah. But you could also, depending on, you know, where you feel like you are stronger or where you feel like you want to improve, you could do the shift version and add a little bit of weight to those step ups. Or you could increase the reps on the bent over row. And I think that if you really want to step it up in the shift, like the money is going to be in that 1 minute of continuous movement. push yourself harder during that.
Speaking of pushing yourself harder, Alex is still like pushing now. This is her last time coming through here, gonna hit that 22 cal.
Yeah, she's gonna be good. I think she's at the 3-minute mark for the round.
Yeah.
She's definitely gonna get sub 4.
You can see it in her face though. Alex is not a huge fan of the bike.
No.
She's not a fan of that at all. A regular bicycle, sure. Let's ride around town on a bicycle. That'll be fun. Let's go get an ice cream. An assault bike. Alex does not enjoy an assault bike.
No, it's a different thing.
Yeah. You can see it in her face, but she's got this. Come on, Alex, you're almost there. I still can't believe she got me on that.
I
that
know,
second
that
round.
was-
I did not expect that. I thought it was a smart choice. It turns out yet again, I was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, don't underestimate that one.
No.
All right, she's got 10 seconds to get to that 4-minute mark.
Come on, Alex. She's probably going to be really mad at me after this one because I kind of convinced her she should go extra challenge. 4:04.
404. Beautiful.
But what are friends for, you know? If not pushing you to do an extra challenge.
Yeah. I mean, she crushed it.
Yeah.
The extra challenge was the right move.
Right?
If you think about the goal for the workout was to get your fastest round in 5 minutes or less, and that would be going every 7 minutes, giving you 2 minutes of recovery.
Yeah.
I mean, she still crushed it. She had over 2 minutes of rest in the first 2 rounds.
First round, 3:33. Second round, I'm still mad at it, 3:23. Third round, 4:04. Those are amazing times. She
Yeah.
crushed her scores from the first time around when
Yeah.
she wasn't doing the extra challenge and
Yeah.
getting that extra minute of rest.
Yeah, and doing the bike versus the run.
That's
That's
dope.
A much deeper expression of fitness
For sure.
this time through.
All right, let's hit Alex up for some tips and see what she has to say about Apollo round 2.
What's up, guys? So that felt like a very different workout. Knowing what program A felt like with the dumbbells and the running, and what program C feels like with the sandbag and the bike. Like I mentioned before, or maybe, sorry, Nicole and Jeb were talking about, the dumbbell is really grippy. So if you choose to go with that option, my recommendation is to break after the bent over rows. If you can, choose a weight that allows you to get those 20 done unbroken, or maybe 2 sets without, and especially without like kipping through the chest or moving up and down through the torso a whole lot. Set the dumbbells down from between the bent over rows and the step ups, just enough to get a quick shake, relieve that tension, pick them back up. And then again, maybe break those up once, maybe twice at 20, maybe at like 15, 25, and then finish off the 5 so that you can sustain throughout the remainder of the workout and not fall off the edge of the cliff. For the sandbag, I was able to do all of it unbroken, moving from the bent over row into the step up. And that was okay because, again, my grip wasn't a factor. I did start to feel it in my lower back. So make sure for both the bent over rows, make sure that there's just a slight bend in the knee so that your hamstrings are kind of holding you up and you're keeping your lower belly braced real tight, pulling that belly button up and in. And then same thing on the step ups, just make sure that you're bracing through the lower belly as you step up to try to ward off that low back tightness. But yeah, the bike really was the worst part because after the second one, my quads just locked up and they started hurting. They're hurting right now. So, but if you go with the bike, like you saw, you're able to push it, maybe more than you think you can. So if you have a buddy that you can lay some stakes on to challenge yourself, maybe you should try that out. It worked well for me, and I can't wait to watch Nicole do a 400-meter bear crawl and the air runner. Overall though, guys, just see what you're made of. See how fast you can go. We hardly ever score workouts where it's the fastest round only. So really just let go, let loose, dig in, and try to go as fast as you can on that first round. And then during your rest period, regardless of if you choose to go extra challenge or the 7 minutes, use your rest wisely. Take really big, deep breaths. Force the air out of your lungs on the exhales. Try to relax your face as best you can. I tried, I don't know, I don't think I succeeded very much. Just stay positive, tell yourself you can do it, and have fun doing Apollo.